Hi guys, welcome back to Quarantine Cooking, another video. We tried to make, we will make some Western Bavarian Spätzle. That's in English like egg noodles. It's a very traditional and very simple recipe. For our Spätzle we use wheat flour or Weizenmehl, Wasser, water, butter, two Esslöffel, 2 tablespoons, salt, Salz, 4 Eier, 4 eggs, spinat, a little baby spinat, that's like just some spinach what I mix in to give it a green Spätzle, what is very interesting. I want to explain to you a couple things. It will be a wet dough, and the original way to make Spätzle is using a cutting board and smear the dough very thin and wet on here, and very quickly with a knife get it in hot water in thin stripes. This is a little bit work intensive, so there's a tool. $15 you can buy on Amazon or anywhere. This is like a Spätzle press, and how it works, it can also be used for potato and other stuff. It has different discs. We are using the big one in this case. You load it up with a little bit of the dough and then press it right into the hot water. And we get to the point when we get to it. With the spinach and other herbs, you can use a knife to really mince it small. Or the Italians, I think it's a messalina, I always get it wrong, but this is made in Italy. If you do a lot of herbs, this helps you a lot. And then the cheaper versions are these little knives, which are actually really good to cut herbs, or this little guy makes your life a little easier. And these are inexpensive things you can buy everywhere on Amazon, and I will demonstrate this in a couple minutes. Hi guys, traditionally to make Spätzle dough you just use a bowl and a spoon and add your ingredients and then whip it like for 20-30 minutes. That's some muscle work. So if you are lucky and you have a stand blender, you can use a hand blender as well. But this KitchenAid is I got it once for a Christmas present and I love it. And this will make our life a little bit easier. So first we put all the flour in. And we add the eggs. And around 8 ounces of wheat flour, Weizenmehl, are in our mixer. Little pepper, salt, and the water. This is around 3/4 of a cup, or 200 milliliter. Oh, actually it's 400 grams, so that's 16 ounces of flour. Sorry, it was 200 milliliters. Now, it can be a dirty business, especially when you want to add more stuff. So it's always good to have this protection on top. Now we just give it a little, we'll see, I would say maybe 10 minutes or so to make a wet dough. All right, let's see if this little device can take care of our spinach. The idea is to make it really, really small. You don't normally have to buy a tool like this, but if you have, it comes in handy. But if you use a knife, just go over it and make it really small. Okay, our spinach is finely chopped, and now we add it to our dough. All right, we made our dough. This is pretty much the consistency you want. It should run off the spoon. As a ratio, a good number is, you have to play with it, a good number is 5 parts of flour and 1 part of water. And then it depends on the size of your eggs, sometimes 3 eggs, sometimes 4 eggs, it really depends how big they are. But what you want to come out with is something like this. All right, let's see. Our water is hot, boiling. switching that lower now. It's always, for this here, it's always good to have a bowl with water because it is a sticky mess. So we are ladling in as much as we can fit in. I say 3 spoons. And close it over the water. And slowly you dripping the Spätzle. When do you know the Spätzle is done? Like with a lot of dumplings and noodle dough, it's done when it rises to the surface. Hi, welcome back. So our Spätzle have been 10-15 minutes in hot water and they have risen to the surface. That means they are ready to come out. We just ladle them out. Sometimes you do it in batches. If you don't have a big pot, you just have to make batches and keep your Spätzle in a warm oven. But this pot is pretty big. And a Spätzle is a two-parter. Technically you can eat it like this, but it needs some extra taste, and I prefer to give it a nice little pan fry with some butter and some onions and some garlic, what we'll demonstrate later when we actually make a dish out of this. But now it's cooked and you can actually put it in the refrigerator for several days, and depending how much you made, and have it in all kind of side dishes, even a salad if you wanted to. But let's get them out here. Welcome back. Let's see what we can do with our Spätzle. The Spätzle have been cooked. I portioned like 2 portions. We are 2 people. I made way more than that, but this is what we normally eat as 2 people. We will now pan fry the Spätzle with a little butter, salt, garlic and onions. Not a necessity, but it will come out way better. See you in a second. So we have 2 tablespoons of butter. We add some onions, roughly 1 onion roughly chopped, and with a little bit 1 tablespoon of garlic. Let this work in here a little second. After we heated up the onions and the garlic for around 3 minutes, we add our Spätzle. And add a little bit of our sea salt. Might as well use it all. And I would say we give this on a medium heat around 5 minutes. Alright, our Spätzle have been in the pan with our garlic and with our onions and nicely pan-seared. I love them with some meat, in this case like Kansas City, actually tomahawk pork chops. And there you have it, German Spätzle, Eiernudel mit Green Salad and Feta Cheese, also grüner Salat mit fetter, schönes Schweinefleisch.